Today on the channel, we take a look at the new Venompool wave from Marvel Legends. Welcome everyone, Kyle here as always, back to the channel, and today we got the newest Marvel Legends lineup to unbox, and that's the Marvel Legends Venompool wave. Really cool wave. I wasn't super excited about this wave until I saw them in hand, so now I'm pretty excited now that I have them. I did come across this week in stores at Walmart. Actually, if you check out my figure hunting video, I found the case sitting on a pallet and I opened it up myself. Took business into my own hands. But I was really excited to find these. I actually found 3 cases of these this week. So if you're looking for these, be hitting your Walmarts up because they are out there. They're starting to trickle in. And I don't think it'll be the hardest wave to get. I think it'll be fairly easy, or one of the easier waves of the year to get, but I could be wrong. Time will tell. But let's start the unboxing. Let's start it with the one I was most excited about, is the Venom movie figure. I gotta think we're gonna get a comic repaint of this eventually, maybe a fan channel exclusive. Time will tell on that one, but we're gonna talk about the movie one now. A little bit about the Venom movie. It took me a while to finally see that movie, but I had 3 good friends that saw it that said, oh, they hated it, they didn't like it. So I had low expectations when I went into it. I actually liked the movie. I thought it was pretty good. And I'm ready for Venom 2 with Carnage. I'm of the age when Carnage and Venom really hit their zenith, came out of the all guns blazing when they came out. So it was a great time to be a comic book reader when Carnage and Venom came out. So I'm excited about this wave. Let's check it. Let's check them out here. Let's check out Venom first, like we said. There he is. Look at that tongue. Awesome. I like the black packaging on this one. You'll see on all the other ones, they all have the white packaging. This is a standalone black packaging. So no Build-A-Figure piece in here. It's almost like a one-off exclusive you would see at a GameStop or something. But they did fit it with this wave. It does kind of fit with this wave, but it is the only movie figure in the wave. So a little bit different. The box really stands out on the shelf. Obviously, when you look at all white packaging next to this black, it really pops. I should also note this is 2 per case, this Venom. And the Carnage is also 2 per case. The most popular ones in the set, 2 per case. Probably a smart move by the Hasbro team, I would say. On the back, let's read the back first. Failed reporter Eddie Brock is hijacked by an alien entity that takes a liking to Earth and decides to protect it. So, you know, you longtime Venom fans know bad guy, good guy, bad guy. He kind of crosses all the boundaries. Almost like a Punisher type character where he's good, but he's also bad. So there you go. Really cool movie graphics on the side. I really like that. That really pops. Same one on the other side. You guys know the bottom. All the legal fun. And then you got the Venom movie graphics on the top. So there you have it. Let's open it up. Let's see what all the fuss is about here. Let's see what's going on. All right, I'm going to pop it out. Got a little blue cloudy sky background. I don't know. Might be worth keeping for something. We'll see. But for now, see you later. Oh, boy. It's a big one. There he is in the plastic prison. We're going to free him out. Got an extra set of hands, of course. An extra head. I will probably, 99% sure I'm going to do it with the tongue out head. It looks so cool. But it's nice to give us another head, a resting Venom head, if that's what we want to call it. Give you some options out there. You know, for those that do hardcore figure photography, you want different options. You don't want him just looking like he's ready to kill at all times. See you later. Wow. This is, just feels very alien, this figure. It's very tall. A very tall, big figure. You guys know me. I love big figures. I love face-painted figures. I love scary monster figures. And that's what this one is. Take a look at that. Wow. The black with almost like, the white almost looks like lightning on him. Kind of have a lightning appearance. Bare feet on this. Let's see here. I don't know what to think about these feet. I don't know. Very interesting, the feet on this guy. He's got his big toe and his first toe. There's quite the gap there. But very interesting nonetheless. Looking for paint issues. I see 0 paint issues on my first go over here. I love to see that as well. I say it all the time. When you're buying your figures and if there's multiple Venoms like this one, there was 2 of them because I found a case, make sure you look at both of them. Make sure you get the perfect one. I am the worst at that. I always get so excited. Oh my gosh, I found this. I'm taking it. I'm going to the register. I'm buying it. And then I get home. I say, oh, I should have got the other one. And I don't know. It is what it is. It happens. There's the hands. Let's see if we can take a look at this other head. Just a plain resting Venom head. Very interesting. Like I did say, I think we will get a comic book accurate version of this down the line. I almost would bet the house on it. I just could see that happening for sure. But time will tell, as it always does. Let's check out our old friend Ringside Collectible Stands. Will they work? You know, they're not going to work on here. I haven't seen this in a long, long time. There is no hole on the foot. There is no way to use this Venom on a stand. So let's see. Will he stand by himself? Oh, boy. This might be a tough one. This might be a really tough one. I don't know if this will stand on its own. He's got some rough ankle joints. Let's see. Wow. This is... Oh, I got him. So a little finagling, you can make him stand on his own, but really weird to not see a peg hole on a figure. It's been a while since we've seen one of those with Marvel Legends. So there's just a little added note there to this one, but a very dark, menacing figure, right up my alley. Love Venom, loved the movie, loved the comic. This hits me in all of my feels, so gotta really, gotta give this one an A+. I really like this Venom figure. It would be cool if we get more movie Venom figures. I don't know, will we get some of the other symbiotes from the movie line? Once again, story of today. Time will tell. But there it is. There's Venom. Let's take a look at the next one. All right, next up in the lineup, we've got Phage, another symbiote character, and one I'm not really familiar with. He must be a later-day symbiote. Symbiote madness was going on when I got out of the comic books. I was in for the beginnings of it, but I wasn't in for the long haul. So I did miss Phage somewhere in there, so let's read the back. Maybe we'll get some clues to what's up with him. The Phage symbiote gives its host the ability to forge incredibly dangerous bladed weapons to attack its victims. So there you go. That's why he comes with that blade then, I'm guessing, huh? Makes total sense. But let's take a look at him right there. Very cool yellow. Reminds me a lot of that Scream figure, the Symbiote Scream we got a few sets back. I always enjoyed that Scream figure. I love the handed claws on that one. Looks like comes with both Venompool legs. I believe those are legs. Yeah, legs. And then the blade accessory we were talking about. Nice white packaging. This is the first time you guys are seeing this compared to that Venom black packaging. Marvel Legends has done white packaging before, as recently as the Moon Knight Walgreens exclusive that you guys all know that was the bane of my existence for months. There's the side picture there. Same side on the other. And then the top, you got the Venom-inspired logo on the top there. Legal on the bottom. But a cool one nonetheless here. So then the Venom one did not show the lineup on the back. This one does show the lineups. That Venom really, truly could have probably been a standalone, maybe a store exclusive to a Walmart or Target. And maybe something happened in the negotiations. Let's say it was Target, and they said, we don't want it anymore. And they found a home for it in this line. Because you could see usually like one of these legs would probably come with that Venom for the Build-A-Figure. Just really weird. I don't know if we'll ever get that full story or not. Maybe we will one day. But for now, let's open up Phage. Let's see what's doing here. Got that white background. I think this might have been used in that same, 2 years ago Spider-Man set that had the white packaging as well. See you later. All right. Up 2 feet, or 2 legs, just like I said. There it is, Phage right there. He's got this blade we talked about. A cool looking figure. We've seen this body a million times, obviously. Check this out here. Yeah, it's a cool blade. I guess. Okay. So it's got a peg in there, so it must go in his hand. So you replace a hand with this. So that's cool. Got the Deadpool legs. Right and left, there it is. We will build the Deadpool figure, Venompool, at the very end, as we always do. See you later. Yeah. Nice tight joints on this one. My one issue with Marvel Legends, and I've had it in a few different reviews over the months, whatever you want to call it, the elbow joint is a little loose. This isn't as tight and durable as I would like it to be. It feels like a lot of use on some of these arms and knees sometimes on the skinnier figures. I find it to be like they don't match up very well, that they could easily break off. That's just one gripe, but besides that, the paint applications are very smooth on this one. No issues that I see. Oh, a little black on the foot. I don't even know if that'll come up on the foot right here. Not sure if that's on purpose or not, but it's really not noticeable if you got the figure standing up. Like I said, the black and gold, I really like the colors on this one. It really pops. Of course, the head, you know, like most symbiotes. Let's see if I can pop this on here. Very simple to pop on. Look at that. Just like that. Pops right on his arm. He's got his little blade there. No gripes with that at all. That's probably how I'll display him with this ready to go. Have the attachment on, ready to carve somebody up, I guess you would say. There it is. I see no issues with this figure. You know, all these have the typical articulation. I don't really like to go into all the articulation. I feel like you guys know how they operate by this point. You know, all the typical elbows, waist, hip, ab crunch, head, knees, ankles, all that fun stuff. With the nice added blades all over his body. I like that. Looks like this back one does pop off. If for whatever reason you need to take his backpack off, you can. I think that stays on the figure for me. This will never be removed again. Maybe he'll never go back on again. We'll see. There it is. A solid figure. I really recommend this one. If you're building your symbiote army, if you got Scream, you got Lasher, you got Deadpool, you got Carnage, or, you know, all those ones. The Deadpool was, I think, a fan channel exclusive a few years back, the symbiote Deadpool. You got to have this one. You got to have the whole lineup in the army. I think we're still missing maybe 1 or 2 symbiotes. I could be wrong. It could be 10 by this point. I haven't really kept up. But I definitely like this one. This is a strong one in the set, that is for sure. Probably going to be one of my top ones when we line them up at the very end. So there it is. There is Phage. All right, next up is Ghost Spider. Now, probably my most or least anticipated in this set. I'm not a big fan of the previous figure of this, plus the Venomized one. I don't know. Something about this one didn't really do it for me. It's Ghost Spider. When the Venom symbiote attaches to Gwen Stacy, she gains extreme new powers as Ghost Spider. There she is in the front. Comes with the big torso of the Venompool. A smaller figure, so that's usually the way it goes. It's smaller figures get the big body part. Makes sense for packaging. A lot going on that side packaging there. There she is. Same on the other side, of course. You got the Spider Venom logo on the top, kind of the mix mash there. Legal on the bottom as usual. Really pops this one though. The colors are really good. And this, I guess, you know, actually, that must be her tongue. I didn't realize that, but I'm pretty sure that's her tongue coming out there. I guess let's investigate. Let's open it up. Let's get a little closer to it. See what's really going on in here. Plain white background in here. A little different than that last one with Phage. See you later. Oh. Pop this guy. Oh, first let's show him in here, huh? Look at that. That Build-A-Figure piece is just as big as she is. Crazy. And then we got the back Build-A-Figure piece here, the weapons for Venompool. And we'll see you later. We'll build him at the end. Pop that out. That's a big piece. Big piece. We'll build it at the end. Don't worry. Here it is. See you later. Let's see. We got a little vest jacket thing going on here. That's, I didn't expect that. So this is, I think, the tongue. I think this hood is the Venom Carnage symbiote deal. And that is her tongue. And it really actually gets in the way, because where are you going to put that? I guess you can have her use the tongue kind of as a whip? I don't know. Very interesting. If you don't have her holding it, it definitely gets in the way. Maybe you can wrap it around her leg, but obviously this is a smaller figure. We've seen this body before. The feet are kind of cool. Got a little spike on the foot. You can see it there. The blue really makes it pop, kind of gives a different color to it. And you can see on the back, A little couple of paint blemishes on the back jacket there in the white. That's okay. I won't be displaying her backwards, so I guess that's all right. Better than in the front, that's for sure. But a pretty plain body besides that. Got a few little spikes on the back of the jacket or on the top of the jacket. Got the big hood, a very dark figure. Just a couple of eyes. The eyes are perfectly painted, so that's good. But there it is. Not a whole lot more to say about this one. I don't know what to think. I did forget with, let's see. Oh yeah, fits like a glove on the ringside stands. Let's go back and do Phage. Phage does not fit. His peg hole is too big, so Phage will not fit on the ringside stand. But this one does. So there you have it. That's it. Let's move to the next one. All right, next up we got Morbius, the living vampire, up next. So nothing on the top for Morbius. Let's get the packaging out of the way first. A little glamour shot on the side, glamour shot on the other side, and then of course the back. There it is. Let's read it. Morbius. Michael Morbius, the living vampire, prowls the night, tortured by his life-sustaining thirst. Now, this is an interesting figure. I am not familiar enough with Morbius these days to know if this is a modern-day Morbius. I don't believe it is. A lot of people thought maybe this was for the upcoming Morbius movie. I don't know when that's going to happen, but a year or 2 years from now at this point. Maybe it's just a one-off, put in the line, somebody different outside of a symbiote. I'm not sure. If somebody knows, leave me a comment and tell me all about Michael Morbius these days. I did grab off my shelf the previous Morbius figure we had, looking more like a 70s Hammer horror vampire. Kinda, not really actually, but more of a, I don't know, just a different look. The classic Morbius look. I guess when I picture Morbius in my brain, this is what I think of. So there's that. But let's open this one up. See what all the fuss is about here. This is one I was kind of indifferent on, I would say. Got kind of that similar background to the symbiote one in there. See you later. There it is. Got all the Build-A-Figure parts here. Like I said, I was kind of indifferent on this figure a little bit. Extra hand. Big ol' arm. Pop it out. Maybe. Maybe. There it is. See you later. Whoa! Taking out the camera. It happens. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. Not my favorite, not my least favorite. It just kind of is what it is. It is what it is in this line. I think that's the best way to put it. He's got that weird hair that's going straight back like that. I don't know. Put him upside down like a bat. There it is. He's got the claw hands on him. Very white, pale, grayish skin, of course. I really like the purple cape. That really sets the different tone. It's got the holes in it, so it's a ratty cape. Got the big old vampire teeth. Got to have those. If you're a vampire, you need vampire teeth. It just only makes sense. So there it is. I see no paint issues here. So once again, we're good on the paint issues. I'm very happy to hear that. See that. Whatever you want to call it. But there it is. Michael Morbius. Not a lot to say on this one. I don't know if this will be a big seller. Time's going to tell on it. But to me, probably one of my least favorite in the wave. That's for sure. But let's move on to the next one. All right, next up is a more modern-day popular character, Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I know him from Into the Spider-Verse, watching that movie with my kids numerous times, but apparently he's pretty popular these days. Don't know a ton about the character outside of that movie. I just don't follow along, but it looks like he got Venomized, that's for sure, by looking at it. Miles Morales, when the Venom symbiote attaches to Miles Morales, he gains extreme new powers. I could have wrote that description not knowing anything about the character when just looking at this figure. So maybe that's how they do it. I don't know. Another cool one, very similar to the Spider-Gwen that we saw, or Gwenpool. Kind of reminds me, probably the same artist, I'm sure. Here's the back, of course. There's the whole wave down below. Top, got that Venom Spider logo. And you got Legal Fun on the bottom, and then there's the front for a little longer look. Comes with the extra hands for Venompool in the big arm. Another smaller figure. He's probably about the same size as Gwenpool, really. Let's pull him out. See you later. There he is. Look at that. All right, pop that, pop that. We'll get to these Build-A-Figures. We'll see how tough this Build-A-Figure is to actually build. Pop it out. See you later. I don't know. Very small figure. Very small. Which he is a small character, so it makes sense. You don't want him the same size as Venom. But boy, that's a small one. I do like the hands. The big hands really set it off compared to just a regular figure. Good paint applications on here. I don't see any issue. A little bit of a wobbly torso if you kind of shake him a little. Nothing terrible. He does have the bare feet again. 1, 2, 3, 4 toes. So that's interesting. 4 toes on these. I don't know. Very, very cool, though. Better than expected, I would say. I thought this would probably be my least favorite in the line. It's definitely not. I think that Spider-Gwen is probably, or Gwenpool is probably my least favorite so far. But this one's better than expected, even though it is small. It almost feels like it should be an accessory type figure. But there you go. There you have it. Another good one. Let's take a look at the final one, and that's Carnage. Maybe we save the best for last. All right, the last one in the line before we build up the Venompool figure, Build-A-Figure at the end, is Carnage. The granddaddy of all symbiotes, if you ask me. This is the one that really started the symbiote madness. My greatest memories of Carnage was playing Maximum Carnage on, I believe it was Super Nintendo back in the day. I believe it had the Green Jelly soundtrack, if you guys are familiar with the band Green Jelly, Jello, whatever they were at the time. I absolutely love that game. I played that game all the time. Made me like the figures at the time, the old school Toy Biz, and everything even much more. So very, very cool to get Carnage again. We had a Carnage before. I'm actually going to show that one here shortly, but let's take a look at this one first. Comes with the Venompool head and another head for Carnage, of course, then the head on him. Very cool, red and black, very sinister looking. There he is on the side, even more sinister looking. There it is. There is the back, of course. Let's take a look here. Twisted criminal Cletus Cassidy sows chaos in the streets as the bloodthirsty villain Carnage. Very cool. Yeah, very cool colors on this one. I can't wait to check it out. We'll see. Make sure all the paint is good. Nothing special. See you later up high. There he is. Like I said, comes with both heads. Let's pop those guys out first. Oh boy, look at that. We'll save that for the end. We're about ready to build him. Comes with your typical Carnage head, I guess. It's a more traditional Carnage head. Let's pop it out. See you later. No twist ties involved in any of these figures. No extra special holders or anything. Gotta get this backpack back in. There we go. Let's see. I don't know what to think of this head. I don't know if I like this new head. It's got a weird design in the middle of his forehead. I am not familiar with that at all. Maybe this is more of a modern day Carnage. I do like the symbiote eccentrics out of here on his feet, arms, hand, back. Like I said, that's a backpack, very similar to Phage. We saw a backpack with him. Some really crazy claw-type hands, which you would expect. No other accessories. We'll trade both heads off. We'll see which ones we like better. Right now, first impression, I think I like the one that didn't come on. Maybe I'm more of a traditionalist. I like the traditional head better. Just something about that black in the head makes it look weird. Maybe this will be in the movie. Who knows? We know we got Carnage in the new Venom 2 movie. But let's go back. Let's take a look. Let me compare. These heads aren't too different. This is kind of like the second head Carnage. I think I like this Carnage on first impressions more. This is the classic Carnage I know, I love, I grew up with. But you got them side by side there. You know they're both Carnage, but something's just a little different. Maybe this is more of a modern update, I'm guessing. But cool nonetheless. I like the big axe-type symbiote weapon on the old one. But this one's all right. You know, I have a couple of different Spider-Man displays, so I'll put this in a different Spider-Man display than that one. That is my plan as of right now. But a very cool figure. No paint problems, no nothing. So, a very sinister-looking Carnage. And if you don't have a Carnage already, this will definitely do, especially with this second head. I would strongly recommend picking this one up. So, 2 per case on this one, so you have a good chance of being able to find him out at retail, I would say. let's build the Build-A-Figure. Alright guys, we've opened up the whole wave. Now it's time for our favorite part, building the Build-A-Figure at the very end. This is a big Build-A-Figure piece, so I'm very excited. We all know the popularity of Deadpool. We all know the popularity of Venom, so surprised it took this long to bring them together in figure form. But let's start with an arm. Pops right in. Easy. Sometimes, you know, there's a little push, there's a little give, there's a little fight. And sometimes there's not. These pop in perfectly. The legs are usually the ones I have the most difficulty with. Boy, it pops right in easy. Usually it's a little bit of a fight, and sometimes I've had it where you even got to get a hairdryer and loosen it up a little bit. But this one fits like a glove. Snaps right in perfectly. Get this here, do a little twist turn. Twist turn. Get this all lined up. This is looking really cool already. Very excited to build this guy. Pop the head on. The head's a smaller head on a big peg hole, so that's the one that's going to fight us the most. And you know, there's the movement on the peg hole. There it is. Got it. And then, of course, I didn't even realize these came out. So both these swords come out. So that is also cool. There it is. And it fits back here somehow. Maybe. Interesting here. I thought it was going to be a peg hole system of some kind, but it does not look to be that way. It's got a little... It's like I can see where it goes, but it doesn't look like it lines up. I might have to play with this one a little bit. Oh, I think I maybe got it. No. I don't know. You can see the little indention inside the hole there, and then you can see the back. He's got a flat back, no hole, no punch in, which is kind of strange. I don't know. Might have to be up. I guess it just kind of clamps on there. Very strange. I don't know. I don't like. That's probably the worst part about this one for sure. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Maybe you got to be smarter than the figure, but I don't know. Yeah, for now I'll play with it, but I got it at least hang tight on there right now, as you can see. But it looks like it might easily fall off. I don't know, but there it is. Look at that. That's a big, big figure. It's a big figure. You know, like I said, everybody loves Deadpool. Everybody loves Venom. Bringing these two together, I think this will be a very popular Build-A-Figure. I've already seen online people stealing the Build-A-Figure parts out of this one. Those swappers are wasting no time. I don't know. There it is. A little leaning. He does have like handcuffs on his hands and arms, and they are movable. You could probably take them off when you remove the hands if you really wanted to. I won't, of course. He's got his Deadpool vest, his vest thing on there. And he's got his Deadpool logo right there in the center. Got this is molded in, it looks like, on the side. Pouch, you got the pouches on the top. Like I said, we talked about the two swords that are removable. I guess I was expecting them not to be removable. Perfect paint applications on this one. I see no paint problems, no issues. He does kind of got like Frankenstein stitching throughout his body, as you can see in the silver. I don't know if that's just supposed to represent the Deadpool. I think it represents, so the Venom is obviously black, so he's gotten so big it's ripped Deadpool's costume, and those are the tattered parts of the costume. He just stapled them to himself. That's how I'm playing it in my mind. Got the purple tongue to kind of change the color. The head is a little small. I feel like that's the one downfall of this one, is maybe the head should have been just a little bit bigger. I don't know, let me compare it. I do have the monster Big Venom, so very, very similar type figures, of course. Pretty much the same size. This is a heavy Build-A-Figure, though. This is a little lighter, feels hollow. I think that's the torso. It snaps together into two. It's hollow in the middle. I think this is more of a filled-out torso. But a very big Build-A-Figure. And you guys know I like big Build-A-Figures. I think we all hate getting those little, you know, like Hit Monkey and what was that Guardians one we got. We want big Build-A-Figures. That's what we prefer. That's what we want. And hopefully that's the way it stays and we continue to get them that way. I don't know if he'll fit on a stand. I mean, he probably will, but he might be too heavy for the stand. Yeah, fits perfect, but he's too heavy. You can kind of balance him there a little bit with the stand. I don't know if I'll need it. Usually big figures you don't have to use a stand for. So there it is. Let's put them in order. of my favorite to my least favorite, and maybe we'll bring in a few of the other symbiotes from past lines to kind of compare them together. Alright guys, let's finish up the video here. We put them in order. We got a little bit of a murder's row of symbiotes here. But let's start. My favorite in the line has to be the Venom. I really like that figure. It's big. I think when they do make the comic Venom out of this body, it's going to be amazing. That'll probably be one of my most favorite figures ever. Second up, Phage. I think that's the sleeper one of the set. I really like this one. I like how he matches Scream, one of the previous symbiotes, the female symbiote. They match extremely well, just a little bit different, but very cool to have both of them. Carnage number 3. I'm a long-time Carnage guy, like I mentioned. I do still like the older Carnage, just a hair better, but I'm okay with this Carnage. Nothing bad about it. And then I get to the Build-A-Figure. A lot of people probably have Build-A-Figure at 1 or 2 in this set. It's okay to me. It's just kind of a niche character. It's not a character for everyday use. I'm not even sure really where I'm going to display him in my collection. I did talk earlier about a Venom Deadpool hybrid a while back. This is what it is. I believe this was a fan channel exclusive maybe 3-4 years ago. Maybe not that long, but that's the first incarnation of this character. Then you get Miles Morales. This was a sleeper one as well. I like that figure a lot more than I thought. I really don't like small figures usually, but this one really works. Kind of a creepy small in this format. I forgot to mention he does not have pegs in his feet either. So him and Venom both no pegs in their feet. Down here at the end, my least 2 favorite, Morbius. I think I preferred the older Morbius we talked about. I prefer this one. Not sure what I'll do with this one in my collection. I'll find a home for him somewhere. Maybe I'll stick him with Ghost Rider or something. I don't know. And then finally, Spider-Gwen, Gwenpool, whatever you want to call her on the end. I just don't like that tongue. It seems to get in the way. Just not a fan of that one. So from best to least best, least favorite, that's how I'd rate this wave. A strong wave. Happy I got some of these figures. Some of them I could have maybe done without the bottom half. But you got to complete that Build-A-Figure. I'm all in on these Build-A-Figures. You got to get each one. And I'm not chasing them down singly. A couple other symbiotes of the year. One of my favorites, Lasher, of course. You got, was this Poison? I think was his name. Poison, if I remember right. And then you got Toxin, the older Toxin. And then, of course, the one we unboxed a month or so ago, the big new Toxin. So 2 different versions of Toxin. I really like this one. This one has really grown on me, the Monster Toxin, which is obviously based off of the Monster Venom. So we got symbiote madness all over the place here. A lot of different figures. This line is really built out. It's come to the time where I have a shelf that's going to be dedicated to the symbiote characters. There's that many. I'm sure we'll get the rest. I'm not sure exactly who we're missing. We're missing maybe 1 or 2. But for all I know, we could be missing about 10 more symbiotes. But Marvel Legend, Symbiote Madness. Hope you guys liked this deep dive into this unboxing of this whole wave. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Are you picking these up? Are you picking and choosing? Venom, no peg holes. He's going to fall down if you bump a table. That's what's going to happen. Like the video. Comment like I said. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. A whole lot going on the channel as I'm playing dominoes here, knocking figures over left and right. Until next time, I'm Kyle. This is the Symbiote Army. We'll see you guys all real soon.